touch on this last topic real quick. The Golden State Warriors lost last night to the Timberwolves, 124-117. Yeah, and exactly. Yeah, we called it on here, talking about the Timberwolves were not a team to sleep on. So now that they've lost this game, the funny thing is now the Warriors have the same record as the Bulls did through 78 games. So do you guys see them still being able to break this record? Because now it seems that the stat shows they have a 56% chance, I believe, of either getting the record or breaking it. It's 56% chance now that they lost to the Timberwolves. And now, like we said, they have 2 more games against San Antonio and Memphis. And Memphis is a team you can't sleep on either. That's a tough and grit team also. I mean, they don't exactly. And then, of course, you got San Antonio, who now it's not looking like they're resting their guys because they played Utah last night and played all their guys. So now you're sitting there like, oh, man, they're not resting. It's like they're resting. So what do you guys think about because now the Warriors got to go 4-0. So what do you guys think about the loss yesterday? Carl, let's start with you. What do you think?
After losing to the Timberwolves, I don't think they're going to get the record. Because now you have to go to Memphis and play a Grizzlies team who's tough, who's rugged, and who just don't let you win at home. Same thing with San Antonio, who knows how to play your game, who can adjust for you, and who's also been the top pick for you to be the one to beat you. So I think playing away at Memphis and then San Antonio would definitely give them, either one of them would give them a loss. I don't think they're going to get that record after the Timberwolves loss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Rudy, what do you think?
I want to start off by saying nailed it. We said that there was a chance they would lose the Timberwolves game on here on Monday, correct? Mm-hmm. On Monday. I got the name wrong. I said Wiggins, it's nothing for him to drop 30, 40 points, and it was Shabazz Muhammad. So
Wiggins dropped 32, I think.
Wiggins was up there, but Muhammad led him in scoring, which was a shock, honestly, because what has he really done? I mean, he's been averaging something like 13 or 14 points or something like that, but no one expected that. But I'm going to say the same thing I said on Monday. No, I don't think they're going to get the record. I think they could tie it depending on how the Spurs feel. If the Spurs feel like not letting them tie it, they won't tie it. But I don't think that they're going to get it. They have to beat, especially after the back-to-back, once they have to play Memphis and then play the Spurs the following day. I think that's where they're going to slip up. So, no. Long story short, no. And this is a great win for a Timberwolves organization that seems to be going in the right direction.
All right, Rashad, before I get to you, I haven't been reading the comments from the Rabblecast. Sorry about that. But D-Sizzle commented and said, I think it's because running backs are more a dime a dozen. And he's alluding to the past topic about Greta Cardi a couple topics ago, and then get old fast. Defensive end is a much higher profile. Also, let's not discount the fact that Jerry Jones is involved in one of these scenarios. So that's a complete wild card. We watched the PR punch. We watched the PR punch, Ray Rice punch his girlfriend in the face over and over and over. Not that it's any better or worse, but it factors in. I think a lot of people are disgusted with both, and then they promptly put their jerseys on and watch every game every week. That's true. All right, Rashad, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
I mean, you guys called it. You said it's going to take Andrew Wiggins to drop 40 and then Karl-Anthony Towns to show up, which they did with Shabazz Muhammad showing up as well. It doesn't affect anything. The Bulls did it. So, I mean, the Bulls finished out 3-1 this way. I think the Warriors can finish out 4-0. It's going to happen. I still have faith in them breaking the record. I'm not going to change my standpoint. I stand strong. I'm like Greg Hardy. I stand strong to my opinion.
Oh, no. You don't want to align yourself.
Yeah, I think you could have said somebody better. I think you could have said Allen Iverson.
He's the only person who hasn't changed his opinion.
You could have said Allen Iverson.
I said what I said.
Allen Iverson hasn't changed his stance.
I have two things to say before we get off.
Go ahead.
One, calling back to the Allen Iverson thing. Just to speak to how great he was. And again, I am a huge Allen Iverson fan, but he debunked something that your parents teach you as a kid and your coaches teach you as a kid. There is no I in team. Allen Iverson proved that there can be an I in the word team by taking that team all the way to the championship and winning that game. And then number two, and this could maybe be a topic for another day, possibly as we get closer to the end of the semester and towards the draft. How dangerous can this Timberwolves team be? Because if you think about it, they're going to get a high draft pick. Mm-hmm. They have Zach LaVine at point guard because, Rubio's probably going to be trade bait. They have Wiggins at shooting guard. What happens if, let's say, they get their hands on a Brandon Ingram and make Shabazz Muhammad come off the bench? Karl-Anthony Towns is a double-double machine leaning towards triple-doubles here at the end of the year. Exactly. So what happens if they get their hands on a Brandon Ingram to play small forward? And then there is no dominant big. But
I remember a quote that Stephen A. Smith always alludes to with Allen Iverson. He said that, hey, Stephen A. Brings up, every time he talks about Allen Iverson on First Take, he always brings up the story. Hey, Stephen A., if I pass ever Snow the ball, Eric Snow passes it to another teammate. That teammate passes it to another teammate. And it takes about 8 seconds to get the ball up over half court, right? To avoid the 8-second call, I get the ball to him. He gives it to somebody else. That person gives it to another person. They get the ball back to me with 5 seconds left. Stephen A., there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I'm gonna take the damn shot. What do you think this is? I do the same thing in 2K. When the shot clock is winding down, I pass it to somebody else. I'm not getting that shot on my record. AI had no problem taking that shot. So this thing about being a ball hog, I mean, that factors into it. A lot of times, Allen Iverson didn't have the team to back him up. But as far as Golden State goes, goodness gracious, because now it's like two teams that you just can't sleep on. But then I feel as though Golden State has had this little lax, because I know they're just ready for the regular season to be over. They're just like, we're so tired of this regular season. We're just ready for it to be done. And so goodness gracious, this is whenever you pick against Golden State, they always prove you wrong. Like it's happened every single time. Thought the Thunder were going to beat them. Nope. Shoot, even when you pick against Golden State, sometimes they lose. You pick the Lakers to beat them, or pick them to beat the Lakers. Lakers beat them. It's yeah. Memphis is such a tough team, even though they don't have Marc Gasol, they still because every single time now, every team is playing them to beat this record. When the Bulls played these teams, the Bulls weren't aiming for any record; they were just playing. So now every single team is like, okay, now the pressure of winning the record is on them. But that same pressure might make them play at a higher level. So I mean, I'll agree with Rashad. They probably break it, honestly. San Antonio's was killing me. San Antonio's honestly was killing me. Yeah, if they play San Antonio both times, it's hard for me to believe that they'll beat San Antonio 2 times, especially when one of them is a back-to-back in San Antonio. And San Antonio has their home winning streak going. So if I had to pick a game for them to lose, it'd probably be that game. But I'd agree.
Nobody picked the Celtics to end the streak of Golden State, though. So I mean, streak don't mean nothing at times like this.
You're right, but the only reason why nobody picked that's the reason why Golden State was vulnerable, because nobody saw it coming. They didn't even see it coming. Coming out of the All-Star break, nobody saw Portland coming. They beat them. When the Golden State sees a team coming, they've always been prepared for that team. Even though San Antonio beat them last time at home, Golden State was without a couple of guys, so but they still were competing in that game. So it's always one of those things. Golden State gets up for the elite teams. They never sleep on the elite teams. So you could say San Antonio is one of the elite teams. I just don't know, honestly. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's show, y'all. It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24-hour day, coming to you on WODU Studios, the best in college radio. Tune in to us every Monday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And also check out our Twitter page at KBR_sports, where you can tweet us live during the show or tweet us after the show also. And comment during our YouTube streams, and also comment on Rabble TV like D Sizzle did. And also listen to us on Rabble and Spreaker and iTunes. And make sure if you guys want to join on the debate, the number 757-683-4405. All right, everybody, y'all have a great day.